Good day, everybody. I hope you all had a great Sunday. My Sunday went as followed. Church, lunch with the family. We ate at Applebee's. I can't talk. We decided to try something new. My mom and dad had been there a couple weeks ago on their own during one of the nights, so we left them alone. Nothing to do, so they decided to go there and check it out. They liked it, so they wanted to go back. So we went and tried it out. They have a special deal, a couple special deals. You can get 2 things for $20, or basically meal for 2 for $20, meals for 2 for $25. There are a few different variations on the 2 of the options of meals for 20 or 25. But basically what happens is the 2 people can share an appetizer, or they can each get a salad. So the appetizers are salad for 2, and other options. Cheese sticks is what Josh and Heather wound up getting, and they shared. And then something on the small list of options that they have that are included there. So my mom and dad split one of those, and Josh and Heather split one of those. And they got cheese sticks. My parents got salads. My grandma got something else on her own, and I got something on my own that I decided to try. I had a couple things I was thinking about. I was thinking about trying to make a sampler, which they have out of 2 or 3 appetizers, but I would have gotten cheese sticks for 1. I couldn't figure out which other appetizer I wanted. And then I had a 3rd appetizer I wanted, but it was just basically dessert. It was called Churro S'mores. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to get the 3 appetizer thing, but I didn't want a whole ton of cheese sticks. I didn't really want anything else on the list of samplers. Could have got the 2, but it wouldn't have been enough by any means. So instead I wound up getting mushroom Swiss burger, only I can't have Swiss cheese, so I switched it out for cheddar cheese. And the burger came, and there was, I think I felt and tasted mushrooms, but it was under the cheese if it was there, and it was not very much of it, so I was disappointed. I didn't get more mushrooms out of it. And then I had fries, and I mentioned I might be willing to share some fries, because they're usually too much. This time they brought out a pretty fair amount of fries, not over the top like most places do. Too many. But everyone took me up on my offer and ate my fries. So I had about 1/3 of the fries and a little burger. So I wound up being hungry come dinner time. Luckily Heather was willing to go with me and grab something because she was also getting hungry. I guess her meal wasn't very big too. I thought it was. It looked like it was, but so she went over with me. So we're basically, the ruling is my car is not going anywhere. It is out of commission, and I must buy a new car. So that's what my afternoon looked like. My evenings looked like just YouTube videos, trying to catch up on everything because I fell behind. There was a new episode of Ninja Turtles on today where they get trapped in time. They get sent through time. They go back to the time of Camelot or whatever, and they don't actually go to Camelot, but they're in that Middle Ages, that time back then, and they get there because someone from the future comes and sees them, and then the bad guy chases her there, and then she tries to send him back too far to do any damage, but she misaims. Then she can tell something's happening, so she goes back, and Mikey falls in love with her, and so he goes back with her, and the others have to follow Mikey. And by the end of the episode, all the turtles were trapped in time. I don't know if this is going to be a season-long thing or a half-season-long thing, story arc, like they did with them out in the woods. We'll see how it goes and what direction they take it, but hopefully they won't be away from the main storyline for too long. But there's that. And now to my car search in the afternoon. Basically looked around at a whole bunch of different options online and in a owner's magazine or something my grandma gets. And my top choice, personally, until I try it out and don't like it, and despite the logistics that may eventually become problematic with it not being, with it only being a two-person car, a two-seater, the smart car is still the one I want the most because I think it has the best potential for like great gas mileage, and I don't know, I think it just fits me a little bit. I like little cars, so that's the littlest I can find. So I still want to do that, but my dad basically told me in no uncertain terms that that since he's going to be co-signing with me, he will not co-sign for a smart car. And so I don't know. I'll probably go try to get in a test drive just to see. And if it is truly too small or I don't like it for whatever reason, then I can say, oh well, it was a good idea I thought, but it also had its problems, and I'm not going to do it after all. So it's still, until I do that and rule that out, it's still on top of my personal just list of choices. I cannot talk without getting my letters mixed up. Blah. So, of my realistic top 3 choices, I have the Honda Fit, which is the same car my sister has, but it's a newer year. She says it has quite a few extra things that she thinks is better, an improvement on what she had. I like the look a little better. It's a slightly different design for the shape and everything. And I would want to get a blue one because I want to get a blue car, period. I don't know, I just like that color and I think it would go well. So that's what I want to get, is that one or the Chevy Sonic, for the obvious reasons. My current car is a Chevy, so I mean it might not be as good because my current car is actually a Chevy with some Toyota parts in it. So, but I really like the look of like the front end look and the fact that it has a longer hood, and I like being able to see the front of my car like I do with my current car. I can see roughly how far up it is versus it's a much shorter. The Fit has a much shorter hood and a more elongated like windshield, and then the what do you call that thing between the windshield and the steering wheel? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. It's much longer, much deeper than most cars. So that's why I'm preferring the look of the Chevy Sonic. And obviously I would really want a blue Sonic, so that I would then have blue Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog, anyone? Haha. Good gaming nod. So I would enjoy that, just to say that. Like, what kind of car do I have? I have Sonic. Look, Sonic blue. Yeah. Like, I made the joke about making like the hubcaps red because Sonic wears red shoes, or something like that. I don't know. But after pushing around a little bit longer, I found some pictures that showed a blue 2015 Chevy Sonic. But on the website, it basically said that there was no blue option for that car, which left me confused because I saw the pictures, but I guess it could have been, I don't know. And car number 3 option is the Kia Rio. The Kia Rio. Also, all 3 of those cars, I really like the way they look when they're blue, and I'm probably going to put that in the thumbnail of this video, those three blue cars, just as my top 3 choices. But because I got nothing else to really put into the video for the thumbnail. Blah, I'm talking about the wrong thing now. This one has the option of being either a sedan or a hatchback, and I'm still up in the air about which one I prefer more. Also, really liked the way it looked. I'm leaning more heavily towards that. Really liked the way it looked when it was blue. Probably gonna go with the hatchback, to be honest, but don't really know for sure. I like the fact that you have more options. If I'm gonna get a car that's a little bigger, why not make it big enough for me to maybe put a bike in it or something like that? Make it so I can fold all the seats down and leave like this big cargo area, which is what I'm likely to do in the Fit for sure. And I think I think the others do that too. I'm not sure about the Chevy, but anyway. But alas, according to the website, it too is not available in blue. And I think I like the look of it in a different color better than the look of the Sonic in a different color. Really, I don't want a Sonic that's not blue, because it goes against the whole Sonic Blue Hedgehog thing. I'm talking for 10 minutes. I gotta cut this off. So, top 3 choices: the Kia Rio, the Chevy Sonic, and the Honda Fit. So I gotta go look, and then of course Smart Car. I gotta go to those 4 places and see if I can try them out. And again, if they don't have a blue Sonic, probably not gonna go with it, because it was, as far as specs and everything, it was the lowest of the 3. But I like the look enough to put it above the Fit on my personal list. I think I like the Rio the best, and I think Rio looks the best in another color. So maybe a silver Rio is in my future instead, or a blue Fit. We'll have to see. The Rio is slightly cheaper than the others as well. So I'm going to end it here and say goodnight. Good night, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow.